Hi, my name is Lamb. This is Lamb Nation, back at it again with another great video. On today's video, I'm going to talk about the books I have bought in the past couple of weeks. I want to say in the past couple of weeks, I've spent about $300 on books. So I want to turn some of that money into like real wealth, real knowledge. So I bought, this is probably like 10 books right here. I got another 10 books on the way, more so real estate and homestead and stuff. But the books I got here are The Happiness Equation. The Happiness Equation: want nothing plus do nothing equals have everything. And it basically talks about just being happy where you are in life, and getting things is not going to make you happy, or I'm going to be happy after I get this promotion, I'm going to be happy after I move. It's like you just got to be happy right now. And just to add on to that, let's say you believe in God or the universe or energy. Why would your higher power give you more when you are ungrateful for the stuff that you already have? And you can definitely say that about people who live in first world countries, because we got it better than like 90% of the world. So if you live in a developed first world country, like even like America is like the best country to be homeless. So the happiness equation right here. I wouldn't recommend this for anybody who's going through like depression. This is for people who are just like unmotivated or stuck in a rut, and then they want to change up their lifestyle and do something different, and they want to be great and they want to change their habits. So it really talks to you from a logical standpoint. It's very interesting. Gives you examples, gives you charts you can do, strategies, exercises, stuff like that. 3 ways to get the most out of this book: agree to disagree, change your scenery, and create a 7-day challenge. So this really speaks to living like a minimalist lifestyle. And I'll check this out. The Happiness Equation by Neil Pasricha. Alright, this is Notes from Underground. I have no idea what this book is about. It's a novel that was recommended by Jordan Peterson, I think. So I heard him say it in an interview, so I bought it. Hopefully it's good. This is Your Brain on Porn. I kind of just went on a splurge with buying stuff on Amazon, because a couple of months ago I realized I had never bought anything on Amazon before. So I was like, I'm going to start buying stuff on Amazon. So I did it, and I started buying books, and I stumbled upon this one. And this basically goes to what I was saying about in another video, dopamine detox. And basically porn is supposed to be really bad for you, because you don't go out and socialize. You don't go out and meet real people. You don't go out there and find spouses. And it also gives you that dopamine release when you're watching it, or you're doing the extracurricular activities that people often do while they watch porn. So it gives you kind of like this easy dopamine fix that is not good for you, versus doing other stuff and being more productive. So I have not read this yet, but I think it's a 3-series book collection that this guy Gary Wilson has written. So I'm gonna check this one out, and then I'll do a video just on this specific book and all of these books individually. This is Charlemagne the God, Black Privilege. He also has another one about mental health. Can't think of the name right now, but apparently that was really good. But Black Privilege was a good book. If I had to pick a book of the year, it would probably be this one. I'll have to go back. But basically he explains his life story, and he does it with principles. So he goes from beginning to end, and each point in his life has a lesson. It's a good book. I was thoroughly surprised. A lot of people don't like Charlemagne the God. I don't care. You still should pick up this book. So I'm going to read out these principles real quick. It's not the size of the pond, but the hustle and the fish. PYP, pick your passion, pick your poison, pick your procrastination. F your dreams. There are no losses, only lessons. Put the weed in the bag, live your truth. Give people the credit that they deserve for being stupid. access your black privilege. So, and Charlemagne the God actually has a very interesting life. I don't know why Charlemagne the God, I don't like calling him the God. But Charlemagne, he has a very interesting life. So, or, for the most part, more than I knew, I thought he was just a interviewer on the Breakfast Club. So this is really good. I recommend everybody read this. So this is The Power of Broke by Damon John. I believe Damon John has this one, and he has another one, Rise and Grind. I've read both of them, and I want to say Rise and Grind is the better book. Rise and Grind is his personal kind of autobiography. He teaches you how he built Fubu and how he acquired his wealth. That's a really excellent book. And this book, The Power of Broke, talks about starting businesses with no money, and he picks out 12 entrepreneurs that basically did the same thing, who had very limited capital when they first started their business, and how they just went out there and they hustled. So I definitely would recommend this book to anybody who is starting a company, especially starting a company on a budget. He does interviews with, I want to say, the person who is the CEO of Under Armour, Linda Johansson, so people like that. He talks about this guy who made $1 million selling t-shirts online, but said he wanted to be a rapper and following your dreams, Rob Dyrdek. So this is a pretty good book. I think he interviews about 12 people, and you just go through their stories, and this is really good. The Power of Broke by Damon John. Alright, so I bought the Powernomics collection by Dr. Claude Anderson. If you don't know who that is, go look him up. He has a lot of great videos, a lot of concepts. So it came with this DVD that I haven't watched yet. This book, More Dirty Little Secrets, a Black History Reader, and this Powernomics, the National Plan to Empower Blacks. So these two books, Dirty Little Secrets, I haven't read. These will be next. I'm actually going to take a break. I'm reading two of his books now. I'm going to take a break from those books and read these a little bit later. I read this book. This is A Black History Reader, 101 Questions You Never Thought to Ask by Dr. Claude Anderson. So basically, this is like a question and answer. I read this front to back. This is not something you want to read front and back. I mean, you can, but it was really a waste of time. I didn't feel like I got too much knowledge from it. I watch a lot of his interviews, so a lot of the stuff that he says in his interviews, or if you listen to any black activists, they all say the same thing about black empowerment. So to actually read about it, to me, is not useful. And I'm reading his Powernomics book right now, and I'm halfway through it, and I'll talk about that. But this question: does the social integration policy have a hidden racial quota? And then that's the question that he gives you an answer. And basically, you could just buy this book, and anytime you had a question about Black history or Black America, you could just find that question and then go to the answer and read that answer. But I would not read this front to back. And if you were going to buy any one of his books, I haven't even read them all, but I'd say this is probably the one that you should buy the least. And then he has another book that is in my comes with 5 books. I don't know what the other book is right now. So this is the book I'm reading right now, Powernomics, the National Plan to Empower Black America, Claude Anderson. The one thing it is some critiques I like about this book. I'm not going to get too specific, or that I don't like about this book. So all I'm going to say about this book and this collection is, honestly, I wouldn't buy it other than the fact if you want to support a black author and you like Dr. Claude Anderson. I really like him as a personality and as an activist, as an educator. A lot of the information you can just get in his interviews, and you can get in other people's interviews, and just being around black people and listening to these activists and being on YouTube or going in person to rallies, seminars, or whatever. And you just get all that stuff through video or in person, and it's actually kind of very boring to read. But I'm gonna finish it anyway. I'm gonna finish the book. I'm gonna go in depth on this too after I finish. On page I got like 70 more pages to go, so I'll do like a full critique on this. Next book I got is Jordan Peterson's 12 Rules for Life and Antidote to Chaos. If you don't know who Jordan Peterson is, look him up. I guess you could say he's like a red pill thinker, but he's just like a thinker and or philosopher or whatever. He's just a dude that makes a lot of sense. I don't like putting titles on people, but a lot of stuff he say make a lot of sense. I'd say probably like 90%. Obviously, not everything, but most of the stuff he does say makes a lot of sense. So I can't wait to read his book. I have not read it. 12 Rules for Life. They say this is like the best philosophy or the best book since 7 Habits of Highly Productive People, and that was a pretty good book, I think, from the summary. I didn't read that book, but it looks pretty good. So, rule number 1, stand up straight with your shoulders back. Treat yourself like someone you are responsible for helping. Make friends with people who want the best for you. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not to someone else, not who someone else is today. Do not let your children do anything that makes you dislike them. Set your house in perfect order before you criticize the world. Hey, that's real. Pursue what is meaningful, not what is expedient. Tell the truth, or at least don't lie. Hey, that's another one too. Assume that the person you are listening to might know something you don't, because don't nobody listen. Everybody think they know everything nowadays. Be precise in your speech. Do not bother children when they are skateboarding. What in the world? Pet a cat when you encounter one on the street. I don't like cats, so that's not gonna happen. But yeah, can't wait to read this book. Let me find out. It was published, copywritten in 2018, so fairly recent book. I'll check this out and do a book review on this. And the last one I got that y'all may or may not care about is Back to the Basics. So this is basically a homesteading guide, and it talks about everything, like everything homesteading, and this is 500 pages, and they said this is just the basics. If you want to know specific stuff on these specific topics, then you'll need a book for that too. So I got some more homestead videos coming. This is not something that you read front to back. This is just something I want to know, something interesting, and then I go look at it. It's the 4th edition, updated and revised. Back to the Basics, a complete guide to traditional skills. This book cost a lot. I think this book was like $30, $35, but it came in like 2 days, wherever it shipped from. A backyard guide to buying and working land, raising livestock, generating your own energy, enjoying your harvest, household skills and crafts, and more. Edited by Abigail R. Sharing. So I'm definitely going to be talking about gardening on my channel now. It's not just going to be finances. We talk about life in general. So I'm going to be doing a lot of gardening, homestead stuff, and I got some more books coming. So I'll check this out, and I'll let y'all know if I recommend it. Thanks for watching. Peace.